Hello, my name is Justin Dyson. I am an MIU, term 1405, and I'm going to be talking about my About Me app, which you can see here on the right. Um, First thing you've got is an image of me, my wife, and my son, and then below that are just a little statistics about me, and my name, age, gender, height, and weight. You click the More button at the bottom, and it actually takes you to the rest of the questions that were asked. So my chat username, the time zone I reside in, a little bit of why I'm in the mobile development program. I'm not going to read it because it's kind of long. How comfortable I am with JavaScript and with Titanium. Also my favorite food. Talk a little bit about my family, and then my job, my favorite book, which I guess I wrote a lot about, and then my favorite TV show. So if we take a look at my code here, in my main app.js file, you have the main window, and then that is actually linked to my navigation window so that I get that nice back button on the upper left hand corner of the screen. So I give my background a gradient. It just fades from like a dark gray to black, or a darker gray, I guess. And then I put that in my navigation window. Looking at my JSON file, you have at the top here I just identified the width and height of the screen based on the device, which in this case is an iPhone. Below that is my function, which actually opens up my next window, which I will talk about here in a minute. I passed in my URL to that here, and then I also passed in my JSON data or JSON object, which is called about. Looking at that, this is a little bit excessive. I didn't need to put my name here as another object, but if I were to add multiple people, I would want to identify that, so I'd have me, and then I could have one for my wife or something else. So first object part of my Justin Dyson object here is the picture that you saw on the home screen of my app, and then the profile, which has all those statistics that were on the very first screen. Below that, and those are all in an array, so I made an array to hold each of these objects. Below that, I have my more info array, which holds a bunch of objects and has the questions and answers to that, and that's the end of my JSON object. Below here, I just have my views. I made a scrollable view, an image view, the background for where all the data was written in the app, and then there's a for loop that loops through my JSON. That way I can access it without having to create each individual label manually. And then at the bottom I just created a button for the More tab. Next file is my more.js file, which does a lot of what the first screen does. I have a for loop that will run, and it cycles through the app, or cycles through the JSON data, and puts all that on the screen. So for the most part, I thought this assignment was really good to get a refresh back into coding. It took me a lot longer than 30 minutes, just because I really needed to kind of brush up on my coding skills. I played around with this a lot more than was necessary, but I still, like I said, wanted to get comfortable again. And I feel that I have. So all in all, this was a good project. I enjoyed this a lot more than the prototyper assignment for sure. So that's my About Me app, and I look forward to coding the prototyping assignment next week. So thank you, and have a good day.